Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something every single manager has to deal with: workplace conflict. It's inevitable, right? But here's the thing: how you handle it doesn't just solve a problem, it defines your leadership. So, if you're ready to turn those clashes into opportunities for growth, stick around. Today, we're diving into 10 proven techniques to resolve workplace conflicts the smart way. First up, and arguably the most important, is active listening. Before you jump in to fix things, just listen. Seriously. So many conflicts blow up simply because people feel unheard. Your job is to fully understand both sides of the story. Don't just hear their words. Try to understand the emotions behind them. For example, imagine two of your team members are arguing over workload. Instead of cutting them off with a quick solution, let each person explain their perspective completely. Only then should you offer your thoughts. You'll be amazed at how often people just want to be heard. Technique number 2. Stay neutral. This can be tough, but it's critical. As a manager, your role is to be a fair facilitator, not a judge who fuels the fire. Never take sides, especially not early on. Let's say two departments are blaming each other for a missed deadline. Your instinct might be to figure out who's at fault, but resist it. Instead, focus the conversation on finding the root cause of the problem. Your neutrality keeps the door open for a real solution. Third on our list is addressing issues early. Procrastination is the enemy of a peaceful workplace. Small tensions and minor misunderstandings have a way of snowballing into massive dramas if you ignore them. Don't wait for things to explode. If you notice a bit of friction between two team members, intervene. A quick, informal chat today can prevent a major morale-crushing blow-up tomorrow. Be proactive, not reactive. Technique number 4 is a game changer. Focus on facts, not feelings or personalities. When emotions run high, conversations can get personal and destructive. Your job is to steer the discussion back to objective, measurable information. So, instead of letting someone say, "You're just lazy," guide them to be specific. A much more productive statement would be, "The report was delayed twice this past month. Let's look at the workflow and figure out what's causing the bottleneck." This approach depersonalizes the conflict and makes it about solving a business problem, not attacking a person. Next, let's talk about empathy. Technique number 5 is to actively encourage empathy between the conflicting parties. Ask each person to genuinely try to see the situation from the other's point of view. A powerful exercise is to have them briefly explain the other person's perspective as they understand it. This simple act of stepping into someone else's shoes can build a bridge of understanding and pave the way for a compromise. When people understand the why behind someone's actions, they're more likely to find common ground. This leads us perfectly into technique number 6. Create common goals. People are much more likely to cooperate when they're reminded that they are, in fact, on the same team. When a conflict arises, recenter the conversation around your shared purpose. Instead of letting the team get stuck on who's right or wrong, remind them of the bigger picture. You could say something like, "Look, we can argue about this all day, but at the end of the day, we all want this project to succeed. So, how can we work together to make that happen?" A shared goal is a powerful unifier. Number 7 is a simple but crucial rule. Handle serious conflicts in private, not public. Public confrontations are humiliating and only serve to escalate tension. They put people on the defensive and make honest dialogue nearly impossible. When you need to mediate a dispute, invite the individuals involved to a private meeting room or office. This creates a safe space where they can speak freely without the pressure of an audience. Privacy builds trust, and trust is essential for resolution. Technique number 8 is a communication tool you can teach your whole team. Use I statements. This is all about taking ownership of your feelings without placing blame. For example, instead of an accusatory, you always change the plans at the last minute. Encourage your team members to say, "I feel stressed when deadlines change suddenly because it impacts my workflow." Statements express a personal feeling or perspective, which is hard to argue with, whereas you statements often sound like an attack, immediately putting the other person on the defensive. Now for number 9, know when to involve HR. As a manager, you're not expected to be a legal expert or a certified therapist. Some conflicts are too complex or sensitive to handle alone. If a dispute involves any hint of harassment, discrimination, or serious ethical breaches, your first move should be to bring in human resources. They are trained to handle these situations, ensure fairness, and protect both the employees and the company by following proper procedures. Don't try to be a hero. Know when to call for professional backup. And finally, our 10th technique, follow-up. Reaching an agreement is great, but the job isn't done. A resolution is only successful if it sticks. A week or so after mediating a dispute, check in with the individuals involved. A simple, "Hey, just wanted to see how things are going between you two," can make all the difference. This shows you care, holds them accountable to their agreement, and helps you catch any lingering issues before they flare up again. So there you have it. Remember, conflict isn't always a bad thing. When managed correctly, it can lead to better ideas, stronger relationships, and a more resilient team. Great leaders don't run from conflict. They see it as an opportunity and transform it into a catalyst for positive change. Thanks so much for watching today. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on leadership and team management. We'll see you in the next one.
BizBriefed, your daily business brief.